Welcome back to another episode of The Next Move with Valetax. My name is Innocent Ryan-Ifere, Global Market Analyst and Trading Content Specialist here at Valetax. This week's market outlook is going to be technical analysis and fundamentals paired together. But before we get started, let's do a quick recap of the trade idea that was shared last week on The Next Move. On last week's trade idea, we shared the XAUUSD. Our expectations on the XAUUSD was prices to test the previous intraday resistance level of the 4,715 and prices to continue to sell downwards when the 4,500 levels break through. But last week we saw prices halt at the 4,500 levels to continue its way back to the upside after creating a double bottom at the 4,500 levels. One of the major indicators and fundamentals that followed the movement of these prices to the buy side was the peace talks between Iran and the US. On this week's market outlook, we're going to be sharing trade idea on the XAUUSD and the GBPJPY. For the XAUUSD this week, we expect to see bearish correction before any continuation for the buy side, with prices currently testing the previous levels of the 4,700. We expect to see a revalidation of the support levels of the 4,600 as the previous neckline for the double bottom that was created last week, with momentum still gearing towards the buys for the XAUUSD. And do not forget, the major resistance level and key level for the XAUUSD still remains the 4,880 level, 850 levels. For the GBPJPY, we saw the rapid correction that happened the past 2 weeks, with prices tapping the 210 support level twice and has started its continuation move for the buy side. We expect to see the bullish momentum continue on the GBPJPY to target levels such as the 215 and even higher back to its previous highs at the 216 levels. We know charts are just the footprint of the market, and we know that fundamentals play a major role in influencing the direction of the market. So here are the high impact news to pay attention to that could be affecting and influencing the direction of the aforementioned pairs for this week. On Tuesday this week, starting out with the USD, we have the core PPI on Tuesday this week. On Wednesday, we have the core PPI, and closing out the week heavy is the core retail sales on Thursday. And for the Great British Pound, we have the GDP on Thursday. And that would be the high impact news for this week. So make sure to trade smart and trade carefully. The summary for this week's trade idea is short-term correction sells to continue buys for the XAUUSD and a bullish continuation for the GBPJPY. And remember, this is only a trade idea, not a trading signal with no guarantee for success. So always do your own research and apply risk management where necessary. And until next time, I'll see you on the next move with Valetax.